Here is where all the wastewater from Margaretville and Arkville enters the facility.
And clear, just a chance that maybe we'll find better days.
Behind me is a 1,000,000-gallon collection system overflow tank, used when wet weather conditions exist to prevent overflow into the facility.
And empty things, just a chance that maybe we'll find better days. So
Every Wednesday, the trestle recorders are checked to ensure the plant is running smoothly. Downstairs in Headworks is where the plant begins to filter large matter in the wastewater. The first step is to put wastewater through a gradually smaller screens to remove any heavy material.
I need someplace simple where we could live, and something only you can.
Here the valves are open to allow the sludge from the bottom of the primary tanks to be transferred outside to the sludge beds. This is done once a month.
And the one
I am checking the sludge, which has already dried enough to be transferred to a landfill to help in their composting effort.
probably could if we all just stop.
Once the sludge bed has been filled, I check periodically to ensure that the drying process is going smoothly.
So take these words and sing out loud, 'cause
This stage is the biological treatment process, which is called rotating biological contactors, RBC for short.
tonight's the night the world begins again.
The last treatment stage is ultraviolet light, which sterilizes any bacteria that may have made it through the filtration process. Once a week, we remove the bulbs and clean them to ensure the proper sterilization.
Just a chance that maybe we'll find better days. So take these words and sing out loud.
The effluent sample station is the last place we can sample the water that is now on its way to the Pacton Reservoir. Here, I am walking down to the river, where we check the temperatures of the water on a bi-weekly basis.
'Cause tonight's the night the world.
This is done to ensure that we are not affecting the habitats of our wildlife.
And I'd give up forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be.
Here is the Pacton Reservoir, which is the largest reservoir in the water supply system.
And all I could taste is this moment. And all I can breathe.
Throughout the dam, there are several piezometer wells, such as this one here, which contain transducer pressure sensing elements located at different elevations to determine the water seepage currently passing through the earthen dam.
And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am.
Part of my internship duties was to assess the New York City road conditions throughout the watershed. Within the more than 40 miles of roads the Downsville region of DEP maintains are well over 500 culverts, some large and some small, that are necessary for proper drainage around the reservoirs.
And the truth in your lies. When everything
Here I am making my way down the hill from the road to inspect a large box culvert in which the Terry Clove stream feeds directly into the Pacton Reservoir. I am carefully noting any problems with the culvert, such as if the concrete is deteriorating, or as you see with this one, a washed up tree is in the culvert preventing the water to flow properly.
Made to be broken. I just want you to know who I am.
Before I would go and check the culverts, I noted their dimensions and locations to help with the inspections by checking a series of blueprints that explain their specifications. Here is a drop inlet that collects water that flows down from the hills and then redirects it into a culvert deep underneath the road towards the reservoir in the valley at the bottom of the hill. I also measured the distances between the culverts to help DEP employees and future interns in finding some of the more hidden culverts. Sometimes the culverts are surrounded by such dense vegetation to the point where they are almost impossible to find without knowing the distance it is away from the previous culvert.
And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand when everything's made to be.
Here I am inspecting the tail wall of a smaller culvert pipe that is far into the woods to ensure sufficient water runoff away from the road.